Hi, Michaela Harris here with Timberlake Marketing. I wanted to make you this video while I had a little bit of free time. I just really like showing business owners how to generate more revenue without having to pay for ads or huge lead gen companies for leads that are going to be sold to multiple people. To do what I'm going to show you, you're going to need to utilize your website and Google Business Profile and get to the first page of a Google search. And not just any Google search, but a very specific Google search. And I'll show you how to know which ones. And my top 3 tips to make your website get to that first page of Google so that you can generate those leads are going to be content, backlinks, and citations. I'll explain each of these as I go, and then at the end I'm going to show you the opportunity of what taking these steps could mean for your business and what kind of search volume is out there available to you. Basically, how many people are actually looking for you that you could be reaching if you did this. So first off, I really love the logo. I think it looks super cool, super professional. But as I scroll down this page, I don't immediately see on usually any of your pages quite the right amount of content. Now, one thing to note is that Google algorithms are very picky, and Google is basically a huge popularity contest. And how Google decides who goes to the first page is going to be based on the content on their website. Now, content's super important. On your homepage, you want to have about 1,500 to 2,000 words of authoritative content. And within that, you're going to want good, high-quality buyer intent keywords. Now, I'll explain those keywords in just a moment, what they are. But pretty much, they're going to be what tells Google what your website's about and what you need to rank for. If Google can't find those words in your content on your page, it's not going to know where in the world to put your website. So that's just one thing to note. Another thing is you can also put those keywords behind the images on your website and save those images as keywords. That way, it's yet another way that Google sees how relevant you are to a search that someone's making. Now, any back pages that you have, you want to make sure they've got about 500 to 750 words of content. And my number one recommendation for all service-based businesses that have a wide area is to make sure that your homepage is going to be targeted towards your main location, in your case, Tanner, Alabama. And then any additional locations around you that you serve have their own separate location page so that you can rank those back pages a little easier than trying to rank your entire website for a bunch of different areas. Now, you have it done good. Having each of your services on separate pages is also a good thing to have. Now, if I take a look at your business profile, I do see that you have your direct address listed, but it's also good to list service areas as well. That way it'll kind of show somebody how far out you're willing to go for, say, residential or commercial tinting. But overall, having this is a really great start. You're going to want to make sure you get more photos, reviews, and citations than your top competitors. This is super important because having geotagged photos will tell Google that you need to be at the top of maps because that's where you're at. Having your exact address helps. Also, making sure that you're getting plenty of citations. Those are going to be listing sites like Yelp or Yellow Pages that list your name, address, and phone number exactly as it appears on this business profile. Now, if I take a look at what your website's currently doing for you, the answer is not very much. So right now, your DR is pretty low. This is how powerful your website is. And right now, you're sitting at 0. So without any power backing your website, it's going to be extremely hard to rank. And without ranking, right now, there's no traffic going to your website. So no one's really getting to your website, or it's very rare. And it is picking up on some keywords, which is a good thing. If we take a look at what those keywords are, you'll see you are actually targeting some good ones. So window tint in Florence, Huntsville, things like that. But if you look here, your position is 43, 32, 45. Now, why that's important is because that just means that you're on that 4th, 5th, 6th page of Google and so on, which means no one's seeing you. And I'll explain that again in just a minute. This is what your website performance currently looks at, so it's not very optimized for users. It's taking a lot of time to load. It's just, it's okay, but it's not great. So I would work on that. Why all of this that I'm telling you about is important is because when someone comes in and searches what we call a keyword, it's just a term they type in on a search engine. If they're typing in window tinting Huntsville, Alabama, this is something that's buyer intent. It means when someone searches that, they're looking to make a purchase of a product or service. Now, they're going to see the top 3 businesses and maps and the first page of organic URLs. 9 out of 10 people never make it to the second page, and most won't click more businesses. So you want to be in both places so that you capture the highest percentage of people searching for that term. That's why it's important to be on the first page. Now, if I take a look at what your competitor's website's doing and what keywords they're ranking for, you can see that they've got quite a bit. If you look here, window tinting Huntsville, Alabama, 400. Window tint Huntsville, AL, 400. Huntsville window tint, 200. So just in Huntsville, you've got 1,000 right there between 3 keywords. So if you were to rank on page 1 in the highest position, and also have your business in maps, which is where that getting the photos, reviews, and citations comes in, you're looking at, just out of those 3 words, if you were ranking on the first page for those, you're looking at 1,000 people searching every month for your services, and you would be right there, the first business in their face, which means you would be able to capture a huge percentage of those people. That's going to mean exponential growth for your company. And the fact that you serve multiple areas, I'm assuming by the keywords that you serve Huntsville, Florence, and a bunch of areas in the Tennessee Valley, this just means that you have even more potential because you're going to be targeting other areas, and there's going to be keywords for every service you offer and every area you offer it in. So where this says window tint Huntsville, you got window tinting in Florence, window tinting in Athens, a bunch of different places, and you've also got car detailing, car wrapping, any other service that you offer. So what I want you to see here is there is huge potential for growth for your company. And I really hope this information is going to help you out. Of course, if you have any questions about any of it, please don't hesitate to reach out. This is what I do for a living, so if you do want to reach out with more questions, I'd be more than happy to sit down and talk with you. Otherwise, if you've got any feedback, I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.